Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, I recorded just so I won't forget. Hi, Hannah. All right. Well, let's just like jump right in and then people can kind of pop on when they can. So a couple like key things I think we should think about this week is planning our calendar for, hi Carla, for July and August, because we have no calls planned past this Saturday, and Heidi is going to be this Saturday call. And then also talk about what's this program called? Morning Meltdown? Morning MM100 or something? Yeah, so we need to talk about that. That sound good? Does anybody else have stuff they want to like go over before we jump into schedules and stuff?
Well, this isn't like super important, but the 3-day refresh, I'm assuming we're just doing it in that group. So we need to remove all of the content that's already in there. And then everything else has to be rescheduled.
Yeah.
So do you want me to just do that?
Are you looking for a volunteer?
Well, I didn't know if there was like, yeah, I can do it. It's just, I didn't know if anybody had a plan in place for that yet, or if you guys, does everybody have lots of people doing it on the 2nd? I haven't, like, I have a few. I think I have like 5 or 6. I don't have a ton.
Yeah, I have a couple. Yeah, so hey Justine, maybe we can throw that out in the team page or the diamond thread, because I agree someone else could probably take it. It's not like it's hard.
It's not hard, it's just time consuming. Like I did actually create some of that content myself, so it definitely was time consuming for the last group. So now it would just be a matter of like copy and pasting and scheduling everything again and taking the images and saving and reposting and all of that. So again, I can do it. I just didn't know if anybody was like wanting to add something to their list this week. So if nobody, like, I mean, it has to get done, and really it should get done like, when is that? Tuesday? It's Tuesday, July 2nd?
Tuesday,
so
July 2nd.
We want them in there like probably by Friday, Saturday. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
When did you start post? Like, when was the first? I just can't remember the timeline. When was
I did it Friday, and we were starting Monday. So Friday was like an intro post, and then there was just, well, I went in live. So that's the other thing. I went in live Saturday and Sunday, both days. And that might have been the only content on those days. So is there anybody who would like to go live? Like, does anybody have, I think that the more visible you are, if you do have people in the group, is important. I don't know. Do you guys have people for the group? Maybe let's start there. No. Okay.
Do you want me to go and schedule this stuff? Like,
well,
I can quickly do it at work.
Yeah, it's also I think the live videos are helpful because like just giving, I don't know, I think there's value in the live, and we didn't really go live. Michelle went live on the Monday, so day 1 she went live, and then that was kind of it. I work a night shift on Friday night, so I'm going to be like out from Friday afternoon until Saturday afternoon, like 24 hours gone, sleeping, working. So I could do something like Saturday afternoon when I wake up, but if there's anybody that wanted to maybe do the live videos, that would be helpful.
I'd take a phone call in the beginning of this. What are you asking me? Because I can help with whatever.
Oh, we're talking about the 3-day refresh because we have another group starting. Or maybe we can even post in the diamond thread. Like maybe somebody else does have a bunch of people they've added. Like I even think that, I know she's not a diamond, but Allie Harrington.
Yeah.
she has added in a lot of people. Like, I wonder if she would love to go in on the weekend and just share, like, because she seems to like love it, and she can kind of give her tips and stuff. And then maybe like Meg wanted to do another day of live. I don't know. Kind of like
Michelle. Is that your?
Oh, Michelle Opaski.
Yeah, she seemed to love it.
Yeah.
Why don't we put a post in the team page and also post it in our coach chat threads?
Yeah. I just think it'd be nice to kind of spread it out.
There's the option, like I think your info video that you did was really, really good. Maybe I can't remember which day. I can't remember the timeline, but I can save that video. What I'm thinking is, in my mind, that this group should just stay alive forever. So we can always just go back to it. Like next month, we can do another 3-day refresh plug. Like this should just be I think we can do this every single month. We can use that group. So what if I go and I can save all the posts on a Google Doc, I can save your prep video, so we can just keep utilizing that, and it's in a unit in the team page. So then we can just give the post to people. Like this month, Michelle Opaski, you're going to do it. You're going to like take those posts or whatever. Like it doesn't matter who, but then all this content is saved and no one has to be reinventing a wheel. However, the going live during it, like I had a lot of people message me like, oh, thank you for going live when you were doing the fiber sweet. That helped. Thanks for telling me about the vanilla fresh as a pudding. That helped. So going live like during the actual, while we're doing it with them, I think that's a good thing, but it can't always just be Megan and I. It's got to be like other faces. So I think that's a good idea, like Ali, Michelle, Justine.
Yeah. Is there anyone that's doing it next week?
Elaine's doing it.
So we get her to go live, because it helps when you are doing it.
And I don't mind going live. I just didn't want to do the last one, and I didn't really like. I have one that just came because it's on quarterly. So
are you doing it on the 2nd?
Well, I mean, like I wasn't necessarily planning to, but I could. Like if you want somebody different to go in and.
Okay. Why don't I put a post?
I'll just eat lots of bad shit over the long weekend so that I feel like I should be.
I'm going to be doing it. I want to do it again before Summit, but I can't do it again next week. I'm going to push it till the very end. And Rachel, she just popped on. I think that's you. This is Rachel. You had great, if this is who I think it is, you had really good results, Rachel. So even alive from Rachel, like, didn't you drop 8 pounds? Just like obscene. So good. Okay. So I will post about that in the team page. And if we can just kind of get our coaches thinking about this as well, because I think our volume finally boosted as a team. Like it really, really helped. So if we continue doing stuff like this, like just blitzes, and it's really easy to talk about the 3-day refresh. Like you can just pop it in between.
We can talk about it for like 2 days and then move on to something else. But it's crazy, like how easy it is to get people on board for that. So it's like doing it monthly, I think is huge.
And I actually I know you have done this, Carla, but for one summer, I did do the refresh monthly, and it was like the best maintenance plan of my life. Like, so I plan on doing that again this summer, and I have no trouble talking about that with people. Like, I like to live free in the summer. So if there's 3 days that I can do this refresh that keeps me like my pants fitting, I'm totally fine with that. So I think there's merit in running this once a month. So, okay. We'll get that organized.
August. I'll do the refresh in August. So,
okay. All right, Hannah. We'll wait till August, and you can take that group. Okay, so why don't we quickly maybe schedule the calls and stuff first, and then we can really dig into the morning meltdown launch. So Heidi is this Saturday. I do have a speaker coming July 6th for a team call. So July 6th is good. And then we were kind of doing like Saturday and then during the week. Saturday, then during the week. Does everybody still like that?
Yeah.
How did you guys feel about the lunch ones? Like, did you feel like it was worth it.
I found that like none of my girls went on any of the calls unless I was talking. They like I posted the calls, everything. No one. I mean, some of my girls do, but
like so my lunch went. I don't know what was there. I don't know if more people jumped on because once I shared my screen, I wasn't paying attention at all. But I know when I started, there was 4, and it was like me, Michelle, and Darlene. Now I looked at my YouTube video, and the last time I looked, there'd been 20 views. So people had rewatched the playback, but I just wonder for the value of doing it when people can be on, is it?
I think if you look at our coaches, like most people are working. So I think lunchtime is just hard.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I think it's like a core group of moms at home, but if you think of it as a whole, most people are working and nighttime and Saturday. I mean, even I would say Saturdays aren't the greatest, except we've set that precedence a couple years ago. So we do get really great, like there can be 50 people on our calls on Saturdays. So I don't want to take that totally away, but I think the nighttime, especially.
I think that Saturdays are fine, but I'm just wondering if we should forego the lunchtime ones and have them.
I agree. That was going to be my feedback, but I was waiting for you guys. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
As much as I hate nights, but.
Well, you put a lot of work into preparing, so end up nobody like listen. You're kind of like, well, shit, I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So Michelle, you said July 6th. You have somebody
I do.
at 9:30 or 9?
9 a.m. Yeah. So then the next week it would be, kind of, we were sort of doing Tuesday or Thursday nights.
The next week is Summit.
Oh yeah, right. Shit. Okay, why don't we just like forgo that next week? We don't need a call that week.
Yeah.
And for after Summit, are we doing like a post-Summit call?
Yeah. Good idea. Who wants
to normally do?
Justine, do you want to take that one?
Actually, Rachel said she would wanted to share her takeaways.
Oh,
maybe
awesome.
her and like Karen could co-host.
That is so good. Will you, Rachel? Okay. So the 16th or the 18th, what works best for you? I can't hear you.
I'm at a Tim Hortons.
Oh.
That's why. Okay, sorry, the 16th or the 18th. Let's go with the 16th.
Okay, is 8:30 okay?
16th?
Yeah.
Yep, that works.
Awesome. This is so good. I love it. Okay, Summit Takeaways with Rachel at 8:30 on July 16th.
I think Megan and I should do a call together when I'm at her house.
Oh. Well, our only option would be the night before Summit, and truthfully, that would be a shit show.
Why don't you just come in live on the team page and share your wisdom together?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. The 27th of July is the Saturday, I don't think it even really matters. We can do Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday. I think we just should stay Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday each week. So whoever, whenever, whatever.
That Saturday, the 27th is Super Saturday, right? If anyone's going.
Super Sunday.
Super Sunday, okay.
So
I
yeah,
just
maybe
remembered it was because it was Ellie's birthday weekend, so that's why it's stuck in my head. So I don't know if that.
Yeah, let's keep it. Let's keep it during the week then.
I can do a weekend call. You guys do your calls too late for our girls on the weekdays, like 9:30. So we will be on the weekend calls. I can do any Saturday morning.
I just, so everyone's aware, we're leaving on July 20th for a full week until the 27th, and there is no cell phone service for 7 days. Like nothing. There's nothing.
Is that Christmas in July?
No. This is like we're going like 7 hours north in the middle of nowhere, and unless it's changed, but there's like no reception. You lose it like an hour before getting there. So I will be completely MIA off the grid for the 20th to the 27th. So I will have to probably take something in July then.
In August.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
August.
Okay, so who wants to do the 23rd or the 25th?
I can come up.
Carla?
Yeah, I'll go with let's go with the 23rd.
23rd?
Yeah.
Cool, thank you. Oh, what did Camille say? Shit.
Oh,
I forget.
I can
But
look.
anyways, we'll do
I
it.
think she said the 23rd or the 25th.
Oh, I can do a different week then if she wants that.
Is that okay? Sorry.
No, I don't care at all.
Okay, we're gonna put Camille in for, I think she has to do 9 o'clock. Camille is the 23rd, and then Carla, do you want to do the 30th?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm fine with 8:30.
Okay, cool. Okay, so then we get into August, and the civic weekend would be that Saturday. So we should probably, oh yeah, we'll be into the next week anyway. So like the 6th, the 8th, or the 10th. Robin, do you want to take the 10th for a Saturday morning so your girls can jump on? And just like, even if you have a person in your downline that you think has something really valuable to share, like it doesn't have to be us, right? Like if you have a guest, or like, I hope my business coach will come on eventually. Like it doesn't have to be you. Like if you have something really cool or some person or something, it can be anything, right? Mm-hmm. Makes it a lot easier. So 9 a.m., which is 10 a.m. for you, Robin, that's okay? On the 10th? Okay. Okay, so then the next weekend, I am actually going to be, the next week I will be off the grid, no Wi-Fi from Wednesday till Monday. So.
Wait, I'm doing a wedding that day.
Oh, the 10th? Okay.
Yeah.
I could do, I can't commit to a Saturday morning call, but I could do the 8th night.
Okay. 8:30, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then the next week is like the 13th, 15th, or 17th. Maybe we'll put someone in here who's not on here. Janelle and Hannah, would you guys like to do a call together?
Sure.
Yeah, I thought you'd say sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might have to help me choose a topic.
We will help you. What would be best for you? Like a night?
Yeah, so we're leaving for the beach on the 14th or 15th, so it'd probably have to be the 13th.
Okay. Let's hope Janelle's home. If we have to change it, it's not a big deal. So is 9 o'clock the best for you? Like 9 Eastern, which means, or does it matter for you guys?
I'm Central Time. So I could probably do like 7:30 or 8 Central Time.
So would 8:30, which is 7:30 for you?
Yes. If I know ahead of time, I can have somebody watch my kids.
Okay. So let's say 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, 9:30 Robin.
Yeah, I'll do whatever. I don't really care. Whatever.
Okay, Robin, what about the 24th of August? That's a Saturday.
Of August.
Yeah.
Hold on, sorry.
I ordered a fashion planner yesterday. I'm super excited about it.
I have another wedding.
Okay, what about a night? Like, could you?
That's what I said. Just throw me into a Tuesday.
Okay. What if we say the 20th, Tuesday the 20th at like 8, which is 9 for you?
That would be better. That would be much better. If that's so. It's August
20th.
Sorry, it's wedding season. So
Saturdays are not good in wedding time.
Okay, Tuesday the 20th.
At 8.
That's fine. So 9 p.m. my time, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, yep.
Cool. Okay, then one more week, like the 27th, 29th, and 31st, I'm going to nominate Meg Scrim. She's not even here, but she's going to do it again because she did such a good job last time. So I'm going to put her on a Tuesday. I think she'll be fine with it, but we'll see. So the 27th, 8:30 p.m., Meg. And why don't we do the first one in September? I just have to get my calendar. The 3rd or the 5th in September. It's the Tuesday or Thursday. Justine, do you want to take it? Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Which day is best?
It doesn't matter.
The Tuesday? We've kind of stuck to Tuesdays except one, so is that okay?
Yeah.
The 3rd?
That will be the first day back to school. I don't know if that affects anyone or anything. No.
Maybe my kids will be tired and be in bed.
True.
Kind of sets us off for, I think actually that might be a good, once we talk about MM100, that might be a very good day to have a call. Or the week ahead, but okay. So Tuesday, September 3rd is 8:30. Okay, Justine? I'm just gonna assume it is. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go through these really quick so we have them. So on the 6th is me on 9 a.m. the 6th. Then we have Summit. Rachel and maybe Karen are going to do Summit takeaways on the 16th at 8:30. Camille, 9 p.m. on the 23rd. We just have to make sure we tell her that. Carla, 8:30 on the 30th. Super Sunday, Super Saturday weekend is also 27th, 28th, just for your calendars. Megan is August 8th at 8:30. Janelle and Hannah on the 13th at 8:30. Robin at 8 p.m. on the 20th. Meg, the 27th at 8:30. And then Justine, September 3rd, 8:30. Heidi, I got you in September.
Yeah, me, Darlene. Because I'm going at the end of July, I was like, well, let's go through the list again.
Yeah. No, this will be good. Okay, cool. Everybody,
so this is really good because I'm actually on Saturday, I'm going to talk about like a marketing plan for the month of July. So it's good that we're doing these dates now because I can. Yeah.
Cool.
So what about new coach calls?
Yes.
We have them this week.
Oh, we do? Oh, God.
I thought we did. I have it written down somewhere.
We do on Thursday. Okay. All right. Well, does anyone want to take the new coach call on Thursday night?
It's so good to team up. Like 2 people do it, and it's like.
What time is it at?
Well, we had said, I think we put it as 8:30, but.
We can change that.
Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Yeah.
The 27th.
Okay, I have my mom. Yeah, I mean, I have no excuses besides bedtime.
Yeah, but if that time doesn't work, Robin, too, it can be changed. Like.
Yeah, we don't have to do it at 8:30. It can be done anytime. And people pop on anytime. Like.
So do we have people actually coming on to like, what do we talk about? Just like what coaching is?
We usually just ask them where they're at, what questions do they have, but it's presented as get your new coaches, like people that are just like brand new the last couple weeks, and they're pretty keen. Like they kind of just want to soak in any type of information. What I found when it's just like myself all the time or myself and Megan, it's like we say the same stuff all the time. So it's so great for them to hear, like when Carla did one and when Camille, like the feedback was so good because it's different. It's all the same information. It's just worded differently and people like take it differently.
Mhm.
I can do Thursday night. I have to stick to 8:30, so I don't think Robin and I could do it together. Just
Mhm.
because I get how important it is to go to bed at a decent time. So
I just need
Yeah.
rest with my head. Like
yeah. So if anybody wants to join me, I can do it because I had kind of just assumed I would be. So I will be on there for sure. If anybody wants to come and co-host, I'll be there.
If no one else does, I was planning on it anyways, but I'm always at the last minute trying to
On it all.
all jobs.
Everyone
so I'll
take-
get to that.
Big workload.
Okay, but we do need to plan some for July, and I would love it to not be Megan or I. Let's just throw that out there, because you know what? They can hear our voices on YouTube until they're bored to death. So new voices is good.
Yeah,
And
we
even
can do
if we,
something.
oh,
That's
I'm
not 9:30. Yeah.
even if we plan ahead of time, like the two coaches who will take the new coach call,
Mhm.
and it can even be like you and someone in your downline.
Like
Like,
that's what I'll do. Yeah, I'm gonna get someone who yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
like someone who's doing really, really well, like, that you have in your downline.
Yeah.
And then that way they get the perspective of like the leader, and they also get the perspective of a new coach who's seeing success.
Can
And
I
there's
do
no-
a coach?
you don't like plan anything, because it's basically just a conversation with whoever shows up, and you just go with what they're giving you and what they're struggling with, or why haven't they launched their business, or why are they not seeing success. Like, you just try to talk them through it. So there's no prep, which is actually what I really enjoy about the new coach call.
Can we do one like after Summit, so I can do like new coach call with some inspiration from Summit?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We don't really need one until after that, because there's one this week. Then basically it's like Summit. What about the 17th, 18th?
Yeah, doesn't matter to me. We could do any of them at I can do 9 p.m.
Oh my God, that's so late.
Well, it'll be 9. It'll be 8 your time, 9 my time.
Yeah, but why don't you do like 8 your time?
Yeah, do what works for you. I mean, maybe all
my
the coaches will be from your downline in your time zone. So do
Okay,
what works for you.
Let's do the.
Just to interrupt, should we do a coaching webinar that week right after Summit? Like, should we plan for a live webinar that week?
That
Are
was
we-
next on my list.
I got great feedback from the webinar. I don't know if anybody else did, but I thought that was really beneficial, and it was easy enough, like way easier than a sneak peek.
Yeah,
So
I liked the webinar for sure. So what if we did a webinar on the Wednesday, the 17th?
Mhm. What time?
And then maybe we should do a new coach call the next week, because ideally you're going to sign up coaches.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, if people need a new coach call before then, we have recordings all over the place. Like, this is just something extra for people that maybe don't have as much support or whatever. So would the 24th or 25th work for you to do a new coach call, Robin?
Mm-hmm. Either one.
You say.
Let's do Wednesday, 8 p.m.
Okay.
So 7 your time.
Yeah, perfect. We will say the webinar 8:30, which I really hate. But so
It's realistic for the moms. It is realistic.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so we're saying Wednesday, 8:30 the 17th, or 9:30 for me, 9:30, 17th.
for the coaching webinar.
Yeah.
And then the new coach call, Robin, the 24th at 8 p.m. your time.
Yeah. So 7 p.m. your time.
Okay. Do you want to just maybe plan a new coach call and a webinar for August too, just in case we don't hop on again together? So do you want to just stick to that middle Wednesday of the month for a webinar? Just stick to that, and then it's easy. So that would be the 14th of August.
Yeah, I think that works well because especially if you do like a challenge group and then
What was the date?
invite those challengers into coaching, the webinar, like usually the third week challenge groups sort of start like.
I agree. The 14th of August
At 8:30.
at 8:30. And then maybe the 21st, someone else could take a new coach call.
We're doing on the 20th too. Or is that just a regular team call?
That's just a regular team call.
Got it. Well, I mean, I don't mind doing it again. Like, it'll keep me accountable. But if you want to see someone else's face the same week, we can do that.
It should be someone else, I think.
I can take that on.
Nice, Heidi. Okay, Heidi, the 21st at 8 p.m. Perfect.
Can we do 8:30?
Oh, sorry. Yes, 8:30. Okay, awesome. Okay, now we really need to talk about the new program.
Did you get the Morning Meltdown like guide from the mompreneur or whatever her name is?
I have it. I will admit I have not looked at it yet.
It's pretty much laid out as like an info group.
Is it?
Like pretty much done.
Okay. Awesome. That's so good.
And I'm even in her group like that she set up to show you what the group looks like.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I haven't looked at it, but I joined it, and I haven't looked at the guide either.
Yeah.
And I have to go back to work now, but I'll watch the recording and see what you guys come up with.
Okay. See you.
But yeah, I'm happy. Like I can set up the group as an info group, but I don't know if that's what you're looking to.
Well, I just want to like brainstorm a little bit. We had a call, Megan and I, with like the 5-star people. So we talked about this program and we talked about when other people were going to be launching and we talked about some different ideas. So there's obviously some dates that I have written down somewhere, but not in front of me, unfortunately. Do you have any of those dates, Megan? Like where they're launching the dates?
Well, I know that July 1st through the 15th, it's available for coaches only. And if you purchase in that window, then do you have it? Because
I got them. Okay. So obviously the sample workout came out today. So I think this week we should do something. And let's just remember that right now it's really like we're talking to coaches because that's the only people that can purchase this until the 16th of July. So customers cannot purchase anything until the 16th. So from July 1st to the 15th of July, the only people that can purchase anything Morning Meltdown are coaches or people that are willing to sign up to be a coach. So it'll only be available to them. So really, in my mind, and we've done this for a couple launches now, it's almost been like 2 different launch days. So you launch it to your team, and then you launch it together as a team to customers.
So people can buy coaches or people who sign up as coaches are July
1st to 15th is coaches only.
Okay.
And do you have it written down there what the benefit of purchasing in that window? Okay.
Yeah. So from that time frame, there are going to be 10 workouts available on Beachbody On Demand for anyone. So for coaches only, basically. For coaches only, there's going to be 10 sort of preview workouts available on Beachbody On Demand. On July 16th, everything opens up to customers. Those workouts will be taken away. So they will be gone. So there's this window from the 1st to the 15th that these workouts are there. And then on the 16th, they go. Okay, they will be gone. I do know that there will be like a remember A Little Obsessed?
Like
So
mini meltdown or something.
there'll be something like that come. They haven't told us what it is, but there'll be something for these people. But those 10 workouts that you'll be able to sort of talk about with your teams, because you have to promote this to your teams as well. Like, not every single person in the downline is like, oh my God, I am buying every Beachbody product. Like, you'll have coaches in your downline that are like, oh, I can't believe I have to buy this. I'm just going to wait till it comes out on Beachbody On Demand. And ideally, if they're going to be able to sell it effectively, run a challenge group, they need to purchase it as well. So it's almost like we're, as the leaders of the team, launching it to the team, and then you launch it to your customers later. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so on July 16th, then customers can purchase. However, like, Morning Meltdown does not start until the 29th of July. Like, the program
for the early access.
For the early access. It comes out on Beachbody On Demand maybe in October or something. I don't have that date written down, but it's easy enough to find. Okay, so here we are, the 29th of July. We know our target market for our team, not the whole team. Robin, this would be a little different for her and Meg, but a lot of us are moms. A lot of us are smack dab right in the middle of summer. I personally love the idea of starting a coach group on the 29th and like promoting the shit out of it in August, and then having like a real huge launch that starts in September for customers. Because I don't know about you guys, but for me, September 3rd is like the new year. Like, it is my January 1st. Like, I just feel like, okay, back in business, no more red wine every night. Like, I just feel like that's like a real start date. I can't imagine on my own starting a 100-day program on July 29th and saying to myself, okay, I'm going to like crush my nutrition in August. Like, never. So that was kind of the feel of our 5-star, that a lot of people, especially in our like target market, thought, why don't we like really blow our social media up saying that we're in a test group? Like, we are in a test group for, what is it called? Morning Meltdown. And really like promoting it. And then by mid-August, we need our people to be purchasing to be ready to start September 3rd. Whether you want to run your like own challenge group or we do like a big team wide, I love collaborating. So team wide anything is, I'm game, because I just find it so much easier, but it doesn't matter. And not everyone has to do this either. Like, I could see Janelle and Logan, like, because they've been in the test group, they've been talking about this, that they would want to like get going right away. But for me personally, this is the first day I even mentioned this program. And the only reason I did is I had someone message me about it. So she's heard it from other people, right? She's heard it from other social media. So I don't know. What do you guys, thoughts, comments? This is like open forum.
I love it because, I mean, coming from a girl who hates launches, because I hate the pressure of it. I hate the like, one day, you know, we're just like doing regular stuff, and the next day it's like, go, 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 like sell as much as you can. And it just like that pressure, I hate that. And I like freeze in it. I hate creating content around it when it's pressured like that. So I feel like this can be something that none of us feel pressured by. And it can be this like thing that we're just talking about consistently for the next couple of months and sharing, and just like, you know, not having that. I just hate the pressure of a launch, and maybe I'm the only one that feels that way, but I think that this is such a great way to ease into it and us do it as a team and share our results, share everybody's results, and be promoting it all along. And if people want to purchase in August, awesome. They can dabble in the workouts, but just tell them we're actually not going to, like, we're going to officially start. So it's not like you can't sell it or promote it or anything, but there's no like real start date until September. I love it.
So would the coach group in August, like those coaches that are in there, actually be starting the program, or like that's their choice, or are they like waiting to officially start with any of their challengers like on a day one in September?
Like personally, I would just be like, I would not be starting nutrition.
Yeah.
But I would be doing the workouts.
Yeah, like so that the coach group is more just to be talking about it and be in a group where we can share about it, but you don't necessarily have to be following the program 100%. And
so what I kind of like envision, if everyone's on board with this, is starting a launch group for coaches only. So getting them in there, learning about the program, learning all about it, just like we will take people through later on. But customers can't buy it anyways. So coaches coming into this launch group, talking about it, then we all purchase in that window in July. And then we can use that group as a social media, like, here's some stories I made, go use them. Here's a recipe I shared, go use them. And then we have an actual launch group for customers that we're throwing our customers into. And that's where we're talking. Day one is September 3rd, like who's pumped, who's ready. So we're doing the program, but we're not necessarily like, I just hate like day one on my own and then having to start day one again with my challengers. And like, I guess
that's why I was asking, because it's also weird, like, okay, it's day one, but then if people are 30 days into it, so that's why I was just questioning your thoughts on how it would. Yeah, that works better for me, because we've got lots of holidays in August, and nutrition won't be.
Does that make sense?
I love it. I want to bring up two things. The first thing is, I think there's kind of three groups. Like there's the coaches and then there's new customers, but we also have like because I know I have a lot of repeat customers that don't want to coach, that buy every single program for the VIP access. So my thoughts are like, I'm worried about where I would put those people that want early access but don't want to be a coach. So they would start it on the 29th if they want to, or even in August at some point. Again, I might be overthinking it. Maybe it's just plug them into my existing revolving challenge group and then that's it. Like that's definitely an option. And then I also like, would it feel, because I like to follow the calendar, like from, I don't know how this calendar is going to be because I'm really confused. Is it 100 days or 100 workouts or like how it all works? But
100 workouts.
100 workouts, right? So you don't it's not necessarily 100 days. So if we start it in July, like if we as coaches start July 29th, but then our customers aren't starting until September 3rd, like where are we going to restart the workouts? Is that what you guys just talked about? Okay.
We're just going to dabble. Like we're just going to dabble enough to like be able to talk about it in our social media, but not actually officially. Like we'll be pumping it out. We're testing this. It's like awesome, but we're like on holidays. So our nutrition, like I can't wait till September to dial in the nutrition and what this program can really do.
Okay. So that's cool. So it's really just like the current customers, just plug them in. Like if they want early access, they just continue in the challenge group.
Heidi, I would just keep them in your current challenge group because they're going to be posting about it, which is going to just encourage everyone else in the group to want to do it too. Like, that's what I would do. Because
if we're starting September 3rd and then it's going to be loaded onto BOD in October, I might miss out on those current customers. They might say, I might just wait a month. Like, I still want to launch it to my current customers, if that makes sense.
And you will, like my whole business is built on current customers. That's the only people I sell to. They will all see me doing it in my challenge group. So they're going to want to buy it and they're going to stay in that challenge group. They're happy there. That's home. They don't want to move anywhere.
Yeah. So, I don't usually do a specific transformation. I didn't do like a exclusive group for those people. I just plugged them into my challenge group.
Yeah. Like for example, as soon as we pick a time to do a sample workout, that we can get on Zoom and get everybody on there, I will be putting that into my challenge group so they can do it too. And they'll come whenever. Like, they're just like lifers. So that's why I think like a team challenge group starting on September 3rd, just for Morning Meltdown, is really great, because we can still all have our own challenge groups that are revolving, that we're really have all our people in. But then you can have like this specific one time only 100-day group, and it's extra, like it'll be another group to plug into for 100 days, but that's what it is. You open that up, you launch it, and then everyone just filters back into your challenge group, your revolving, whatever you have going on. Does that make sense? You look really not like that doesn't make sense.
No, it makes sense. I'm just thinking, I don't think I would do that bigger group, but that's okay.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. You can
I think if I launched it on September 3rd, I would just do it in my challenge group. Like my...
Totally. Who I'm thinking about is our downline. I'm not really thinking about us.
Yeah.
We can do our own thing. We're leaders.
Yeah.
But we need to think about the babies that are only going to have a couple people, right?
Yeah.
So where are they? Are you telling them to put them in your challenge group, which is cool if as a team you do that? Or would they actually specifically be selling Morning Meltdown, and they want like a specific Morning Meltdown challenge group that probably just follows the challenge group guide and is just Morning Meltdown? It's like for the downline we have to think about, because they're not doing this stuff on their own.
Yeah.
And we want to continue to get our vault, like all of it, to just keep rolling. We need to think about these babies that don't have like the leadership skills that we do. Where can we help them? Yeah. So it might be that I would say to myself, I probably won't add these people to the big challenge group either, but for my 13 new coaches that are going to sign up a couple people, I want them to have a place that they can really focus on Morning Meltdown.
It's like all this stuff that we have even planned on this call, it's really not for our benefit. Like everything is for our team's benefit. Like we don't need coach calls. We don't need team calls. We don't necessarily need a launch group or a coach test group. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I think just kind of separating your business from like your team's business, and then you can make decisions based on what your team needs. And then you can do your own thing or the same thing or whatever feels right to you.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's kind of how I always look at this kind of stuff. Like, yeah.
Like for an example, I never add anyone to an info group. I use my PDF. It just works way better for me. Those info groups, I find my people, I lose them and they lose me and no one ends up getting anything. So for me, that's just a better system. But I know for my like Emerald thread that has, 10 coaches that are working, they love the info group. Like that's where they plug everybody in. So that's why we do an info group. It's definitely not for us. Like it's whatever works for you. But yeah, like this is kind of how can we help them as much as we can, make it easier.
That makes sense.
Okay. And like a PDF, I always share the PDF in the team page. So if someone wants to use it, then that's good. But I just find for some reason, my coaches, they seem to use the info group and really like it. And I used to really like them too until they kind of got too big. And it's just easier for me to keep track of it with the PDF. But
I agree. The PDF is my go-to for sure.
Okay. So the only real decision I think we have to make, well, there's a couple. When do you want to do like a sample workout this week, ideally? I know you thought about 6 a.m, Megan. You talked about, maybe you messaged me that.
I just thought for during the week,
So the last couple we did one that worked really well for Lift 4. I went back into my notes and we had like a ton of people on the Zoom. We did it at night. We did it like at an 8:30 time. And there was a lot of people that actually like promoted it, like, gave out the free workout, and I think we gave away some Energize or something. So we could do something like that. Or we could keep it just team-wide, do it in the morning and see what happens. It's whatever you guys think.
Evening is fine too. There might be more people that would be more apt.
We do a team-wide morning one week that then like we have something to then talk about. Oh my God, everyone loved this so much. We're going to open it up 8:30 p.m. the next week for anyone who wants to try it.
Like, why don't we do a team-wide one like tomorrow morning or Wednesday morning, you know, and just because,
Yeah.
like there's coaches who don't even know that this program is is coming. So we'll just be like, you guys, you know, there's a brand new program. Like, let's all do the sample together. It'll create some content for social media. We'll all tag each other, like whoever can get on, you know, because obviously 6 is not.
Let's say Wednesday morning, so then it gives us a day to talk about it.
Yeah.
Otherwise today I'm going to be like, shit, I got to talk about this
But
program.
is it for our downline?
Just for our
Or is
team.
it for new yeah, just for our team. It's
For our
not
team.
for like new customer. Okay.
And then we can plan one for like next week to do like a one that everybody can.
buy it until the 16th as a new customer.
What's that? Sorry.
No, I'm just thinking if they can't buy it until the 16th as a new customer, you might want to do it like even the day before, like Monday the 15th or something, so that you don't lose people. I don't know.
The only problem with waiting is it's all over social media. Like, we have to remember people are not just following us. Like, I had a lady who talks to me on my Insta stories all the time. She's like, oh my gosh, all these other coaches are talking about this 100 workout and you haven't even mentioned it yet. And I was like, oh. So I think us starting to talk about it, and then maybe next week, like, why not maybe a week later, like the 3rd of July, do an evening. Evening?
That's what I was.
Why not just do one evening? Like this week, do just the team wide at 6 a.m, and then do one evening. Like, is that too much? Do one evening a week up until like that's only like 3 weeks from now.
Say that again.
Like next week, do one in the evening, but then the week before it actually launches, do another one in the evening.
Another one. For sure, yeah, because we can promote it a couple times. So
I think it's good to get the buzz going sooner than later.
So we could do the 3rd evening. I guess the next week is Summit. That's the only.
Right.
So what about if we did then the 15th, like the day before it launches, the 15th at 8:32?
Yeah.
It's a Monday.
What did we say for next week? What date?
The 3rd, the
3rd.
Wednesday. And then July 15th at 8:32. Oh my God.
So for this week, it's this Wednesday?
At 6 a.m. Is that okay? I feel like I have notes everywhere. I'm gonna be asking you guys what we actually talked about. Okay. And then I can set up a coach launch group. That's fine.
So the one for 6 o'clock in the morning will be the usual team Zoom link that we use. So just making sure in our challenge groups, we make sure if people use Virtual Gym that they're aware that something different's going to be happening.
I mean, they can do it too.
You can still be doing their own workout, but
they can access it on Beachbody On Demand too, right?
I'm just saying, like, if they're logging in, doing their, like, is the workout going to be playing on the Zoom or no? Everyone will just be
we'll
playing.
just come on and work out together.
Okay. So it's really, okay.
It's just like it's really nothing different than what we do
So
every
let's
morning.
not overthink it.
Yeah, it's just hopefully there's more
Other
than,
than get my ass out of bed.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So this week I will set up a launch group that just our coaches will come into.
Okay.
So I'll just keep posting it in the team page, and making sure that it's just for coaches. There's no point in having customers in there anyways because they can't purchase it. So it's just kind of making sure everybody realizes that there's this window that is only for coaches or potential coaches. So I suppose if you have someone that is wanting to be a coach, add them in, because I know we're going to get that question. So yes, if you have someone that wants to sign up as a coach, for sure, add them in. But if it's just like customer related, there's no point in them being in there. I feel like this is complicated, but anyways.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Fail forward.
Fail forward. That's what I'm really good at. So just keep going. Okay, cool. Can I ask someone to post in the team about the Wednesday morning?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, thanks, Carla.
Sorry, I was muted. Like the workout, you mean?
Yeah. Thank you, Carla. And then I will set up the group and then talk about July 3rd and July 15th in there. I think the coach launch group, keeping it to coaches is good because then we can kind of talk about stuff like this in there. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else have any questions? We lost Megan. Robin, do you have something?
Yeah, I have a question. So when I was talking to Brian and Terry about how to figure out how to get Elijah back on without screwing with his T4. You guys do like invoices, right? Like you invoice Terry to like charge him for your services and then you transfer the money over?
Yeah. He takes a salary or something. I don't really know.
And that's okay with Beachbody?
Oh yeah, it has nothing to do with Beachbody. It's to do with your taxes.
That's what I mean. So if I write Elijah an invoice for like $5,000 for running his business or whatever, or what do I even say on that? Like, what would I be charging him for? Like, what do you guys?
Virtual assistant. He's your assistant.
He's my assistant?
Like you could be invoicing him just like assuming that he's like working for you in your business kind of thing. I think. Is that what?
But then I would be paying him. So then I would be his assistant?
Oh, you're invoicing him. I see what you're saying.
I would message Terry again, Robin, because I can't help you with this at all. Yeah, message him again.
That I can get Elijah back on there, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Without screwing up his taxes. So
yeah.
Questions?
Yeah, message him because we do it. So it just makes the most of your tax, how much you have to pay at the end. And I think Terry wants to talk to you about HST as well.
Okay, perfect.
So just message him and he'd be more than happy to jump on a call with you. Perfect. Okay. Oh, Megan's back. Okay, did anyone get a good picture?
I got a picture. I wouldn't say it was good. Everyone was busily working.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Hannah. Your first diamond call was a little overwhelming, and you got a job. Aren't you glad you popped on? Okay, guys. Bye.
Yeah. Awesome. Bye, guys.
Bye.